and singer-songwriter Lyal Strickland.
And that's farmer, friend, and jack of all trades Chris Horn.
And we're Those Tastebud Guys.
There's one.
We should clean this place up once in a while. We don't. We just randomly see stuff sitting around and go, oh, we should flush that.
There's a glass over there.
There's a glass over there.
We should get a broom.
So if you're keeping track, today's Whiskey Day.
It is.
But we have beer in front of us.
Well, you got to have a palate cleanser, which is why we have a lager.
Yeah, needless to say, not the first episode of the night. But Lyal, when I told him, I said, man, I've got something interesting to do tonight. He said, well, I've got a whiskey. And I'm like, well, yours is going to be better than mine.
That's true, because you brought water.
I did bring water. So, we're going to do something with Lyal's tonight, which he got from somebody.
It's a donation bottle. We have a donation bottle from Will and Amanda. It's Riker's whiskey from Kansas City, Missouri.
Woo!
And, they're good people, Will and Amanda.
Not the people of Kansas City?
They're actually from Colorado, but they're moving back to the Ozarks.
Oh.
But they picked this up, and,
I don't think I know Will, but I've met Amanda, and they are good people. Or at least Amanda's good people.
It's a small donation.
Well, yeah, I don't want to call your friends out or nothing, but it's kind of a small. But, hey, it smelled good. It smelled really good.
So here's what happened: is they came, they hung out with us for a little bit. They brought us a bottle of whiskey, and they said, "Hey, here's a bottle of whiskey. Why don't you take this for the show?" And unfortunately, we put a fair bit of a dent in it. But so I've had this.
I've not. I smelled it, and it did actually appeal to me. So we'll see how this goes.
You want to get us a couple pours?
I will do that.
I will say that you should like and subscribe. Add us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all that fun stuff. If you're on YouTube especially, please hit that subscribe button. Other than that, if you are interested in helping us keeping these shelves full and doing some more stuff and some other content, join us on Patreon. We do some extra content on Patreon. You get some swag, stickers, t-shirts, glasses, all that stuff. $4 a month, guys, is all we need to keep this going. We dearly appreciate it.
So, Rigers or Riegers?
I don't actually know. It could be either.
Okay. I'm going to call it Rigers because that's how I decided to pronounce it the first time I seen it. But
I think Rigers sounds good. Right?
We'll see. It could be.
Correct us if we're wrong.
It's probably Reagers or something, but whatever.
Here's all I know about this. It's out of Kansas City. It's a blend of straight bourbon whiskey, straight rye whiskey, and a light corn whiskey, all of which were aged at least 4 years, and just a touch of sherry in here as well.
Okay, so is that the sweet that I'm smelling?
I would assume so. I think that's that kind of cherry-esque note.
Okay.
For a blend, I was pretty impressed.
It has almost, and I assume this is a cherry, almost a Scotch quality.
Right?
Yeah. Because there's a lightness about it, and I think it's a cherry note. I think you're right. I think that's... so a lot of Scotch is aged in a sherry barrel, which gives it a bit of a weird, I call it cherry note. I could be completely mislabeling that.
Cherry.
Cherryosa. Obviously it's got more alcohol burn and oakiness than most of the Scotch has, but there is something reminiscent to Scotch.
There's also I don't want to call it caramel. It's not quite caramel. It's like a Charleston chew.
Okay, interesting.
Which I'm not sure why I pulled that out of nowhere, but
I got Rice Krispies.
Yeah, there's like a light sugary quality to it. I can't quite put my finger on it.
I've got Rice Krispies to it. Is what I keep putting to it.
Yeah, that's pretty close for me.
I'm on drink.
Tasting, it's very well balanced.
I got it down the wrong throat.
That's a ringing endorsement right there.
Bear.
It's
Oh, that burnt a lot. Oh. Okay, I'm back.
You okay?
Right. Yeah.
All right.
I have no notes off that other than... All right, let me try that again. Man, when that goes down the wrong side, it really hurts.
Give her one more shot.
Let's try it one more time.
Oh, you're tilting your head.
I don't know. I haven't made up my mind.
He's not sure. To
be honest, if I'm not sure, it's usually not a great sign that I don't like it immediately.
Yep.
There's not a lot of burn to it.
Yep.
There's a lot of sweet.
Yes.
Boy, I hate to go to this particular note, but I don't think it's corn. I just get corn.
Really?
Corn.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't get... Well, now that you say it...
Well, it may be that I jumped over here and grabbed this lager.
I don't get a ton of corn, but when you said it, I was actually moving more towards the slow and low Hochstetter's stylings, or that Sonoma Cherrywood rye.
Sonoma, I would go with. I don't think the Hochstetter's I could quite...
Hochstetter's very sweet.
Even though I know those two are similar, but I don't associate it there.
So maybe towards the like that Cherrywood rye that's really sweet. But now you said corn, that Arkansas Crown, which you could just basically put any state that you wanted to in front of the word Crown Club and find a whiskey. Somewhere in between those two. Just thinking hard, gents.
There's a bitterness I don't like.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's a bitterness to it that I don't like. I like the nose on it.
The nose is great.
Is there...
So, I'll be honest with you. When I thought this was
a corn malt rye trace, is it a rye? This is a rye?
No, it's a blend.
Okay.
So, that's my kicker, is when I thought this was a bourbon, I was disappointed. Now that I found out that it's a blend, it makes me like pick up different notes and go, this is not trying to be this or trying to be this or trying to be this. It's a mixture, and that makes it, in my book, infinitely better.
I'm going to have to come back to this one when I haven't had several before it.
And dunked it down the wrong windpipe.
Yeah, it still burns. It still burns really bad, to be honest. It really kind of hurts. I'd like to step off screen and just go burp. But anyways, there is a bitterness that goes along with it that is not making me happy, and there almost feels like an artificial sweetness. Now,
It's very sweet.
Now, that being said, the nose is fantastic. And generally, I like everything about whiskeys like this. So, which makes me think it's either because I'm chasing it with a beer right now, or I've had the wrong whiskeys in front of it.
Let me get on your level.
Okay, get on my level. We did just finish shooting the Willers, which was a very strong, straight Kentucky bourbon.
Well, that does make it infinitely sweeter.
Okay.
Corn.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Because the nose is totally betraying what I'm tasting.
Yeah. This was probably a poor choice.
I think so. We was like, we'll take our beer on screen. That's fine.
We'll just have a beer with us. Why not? Here's the thing. I can't remember exactly what this bottle was. I want to say it was in that like $20.
I'm starting to cut through the beer now.
To $30 range. But I will say this: for a blend, to have a blended whiskey made up of nothing that's aged less than 4 years.
I thought blended meant it had to have a neutral spirit put in, like say vodka.
Nope.
No, it's just a blend of...
Because a blended Scotch is just different kinds of Scotches blended in.
So what is like Crown Royal?
What's a Canadian whiskey?
So is that what it means when it's a blended Canadian? It's a vodka. Somebody told me once that if it was blended, it had to have a neutral spirit. That's what it meant.
I don't know that it has to have. Maybe it could have.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
All right, I'm probably talking...
Educate us in the comments. We'll continue to have this discussion. I don't know for sure. But like Monkey Shoulder, for example, is a blended Scotch, right? Johnny Walker's a blended Scotch.
Well, I'm not specifically talking about Scotch.
Yeah.
We haven't done Monkey Shoulder yet.
No, we haven't. We've had a lot of it.
We've had more than one bottle in the studio, but for some reason it hasn't made it on the show.
That's fair.
Man, there's something I'm missing about this, but I can't quite put my thumb on it.
Well, here's where I'm at with it. It's tasty. I like Kansas City, so I would have it on my shelf just so it says Kansas
I love
City
Kansas City
whiskey.
I'm all in. I would absolutely go to the distillery, just check them out, because why not? Whiskey's always better where it's made.
It's fair.
I can't find my note to get on behind it right now, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying it's not suiting me right now.
I want to see what else they have to offer, and so maybe we'll have to explore a little bit.
It's got a sweet, it's got a burn. It doesn't have the flavor that I personally am looking for right now.
That's fair. That's fair.
So,
I personally like my whiskeys a little punchy in the gut.
That would suit you a little bit more so. I agree.
Yeah. You got anything else to say?
No, I don't, actually. Other than come to Kansas City Trap. Oh, wait. I do have something else to say here.
Oh, does he?
There is a badass map of Kansas City on the inside. That's super cool. I couldn't see it till I was sitting down there. On the inside of this front label, there is a map, a street map, it looks like, of, I assume, Kansas City. I don't know Kansas City well enough to...
That's probably the distillery's probably somewhere. Oh, there's a little star. I bet that's where they are.
Yeah, one would assume. So, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's nice.
It just raised a few points.
Yeah, +1. Absolutely.
All right. Well, until next time.
Whether it be the Kansas City whiskey you're trying,
or the food that you're eating,
clothes that you're wearing,
or the people that you're meeting, grab a buddy and try something new. That's how we know one episode from the next. Right? Mothers and mothers.
Mothers.